Hello. Some really warm air is going to make its way into Western Europe through the next 48 hours. You can trace this amber band, if you like, all the way down to the tropics. The air will be fed in on southerly or southwesterly winds. But accompanying the very warm or mild air, if you like, will also be some heavy rain for the likes of the UK. And then as this frontal system runs up towards Scandinavia, it will meet colder air. And I think we will see some heavy snowfall here. Further south around the Mediterranean, plenty of sunshine to take us through Tuesday, and our temperatures above average for parts of the Spanish plateau and also across France, even into the southeast of the UK. We're looking at 20 degrees, 17, 18 degrees where we have some quite heavy and persistent rain. But there you see just 5 degrees in Oslo. It's looking wet, windy and wintry for Scandinavia through into the middle of the week. That warm air keeps streaming into the west, but so does the rain, getting down into the north of France, the Low Countries, and eventually across into northern Germany. Driest and brightest will be areas adjacent to the Mediterranean. It's a much more mixed picture. You can see rain here for Paris and Amsterdam through the latter parts of the week. We'll see some wetter weather getting into Berlin from Thursday. Hello. There's some very warm weather to come across central states of the US and central provinces of Canada through the early part of this week, thanks to strong southerly winds and the jet stream sitting way north here. But you'll notice further west, things are different. It's a cooler scenario across western reaches of Canada, and actually we'll see below average temperatures across parts of California for the time. And this area of low pressure getting into the Rockies on Tuesday, getting across into Colorado, is likely to drop some snowfall. So some quite big contrasts across the continent. And this weather front approaching from the Pacific looks like it will be quite a potent feature once it works its way on shore as well. I think for Tuesday, we'll see the cloud encroaching on the west coast, but the wettest of the weather not getting in during daylight hours. But certainly some rain around for Vancouver, for Seattle and San Francisco through the middle of the week. And the temperatures, well, dipping a little as that system comes in, but some quite strong southerly winds ahead of it. For the east coast, we'll start to see that warmer weather moving its way in the days ahead. A lot of fine weather, a big area of high pressure in place here, although some of these showers in the Gulf of Mexico could start to push up into the deep south through the middle part of the week. But you can see the temperatures there lifting by Wednesday for New York and Montreal. Hello. There's the prospect of some very heavy rain across southern Brazil in the next few days. This weather front will tend to stall and the downpours just keep on coming. To the south of the weather front, we have much cooler air, and despite sunshine across much of Argentina, Uruguay and Paraguay, temperatures will tend to sit a little below average for the time of year. Numerous weather fronts are set to bring heavy rain, strong winds and wintry weather into southern Chile. Further north, some pretty relentless rain on the way for Colombia once again, with the risk of some flash flooding. We'll also see some heavier showers pushing towards the northern coast of Brazil. It's looking wet for Rio de Janeiro. Perhaps the worst of the rain, though, sitting to the north of Florianopolis. As promised, quite a lot of fine weather to be found through the River Plate region. In fact, I think we'll see very little change in that story until the end of the week, when it looks like we'll see some rain getting into Buenos Aires. By that stage, it should, though, be looking drier for Rio de Janeiro. For Central America, scattered showers for Mexico, but some more solid rain as we drift eastwards across Belize for El Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica's under there somewhere, and Panama. The rain, in fact, very relentless, enough to cause some flash flooding. In terms of the drier and brighter places to be, perhaps Jamaica, and I think for Mexico, some clearer weather at times. Hello. We're looking at some unseasonably cool weather across the eastern half of South Africa for the next couple of days. A cold weather front has passed through here to the east, and we now have a southerly airstream. Quite showery close to the northeast of South Africa and for Mozambique on the tail end of that weather front. Further west, sunshine and actually temperatures lifting for Cape Town. We'll see 25 degrees here, I think, on Tuesday. Above average warmth close to the Horn of Africa, but the showers fewer than we'd expect at this time of year. Same can be said across West Africa, but still some rain adjacent to the Gulf of Guinea. Cape Town up to 30 degrees on Wednesday. Cooling down here though through Thursday and Friday with some showers being ushered in. Plenty of sunshine and warmth building for Marrakesh in the days ahead. Looking rather showery for Kinshasa. Across the Middle East, some showers working their way into the west of the Caspian Sea, but overall we're very much dominated by fine weather on Tuesday. Just the possibility of a few mountain showers for Yemen, but I think not amounting to very much the rains here. Shamal picking up a little across the Gulf on Tuesday, possibility of lifting a little bit of dust and sand across Iraq and down into the United Arab Emirates. But overall, a fine and quiet story. Hello. The southern province of Kerala in India has been hit with torrential rain in the last 24 to 48 hours as an area of low pressure pushed in from the Arabian Sea. Skies are set to clear here in the next 24 hours or so, but this whole area of low pressure sitting to the north of the Bay of Bengal will feed further heavy rain into Bangladesh, the northeast of India, all the way north up towards Jammu and Kashmir, pushing across into Nepal, turning to snow across the Himalayas. We're likely to see some disruption here thanks to the intensity and persistence of this rain. In contrast, it's looking very quiet across Turkmenistan, Afghanistan and Kazakhstan in the next few days. We will see some colder air eventually pushing its way in here, I think later on in the period. Looking a lot drier for Kerala, as you can see by Tuesday. Can't rule out showers entirely, but the more persistent rain easing back. Some showers for Sri Lanka, but a very wet story across Bangladesh all the way up into Bhutan. You can see some cooler air getting into Ashgabat with some showers for Thursday, and then it looks like we'll stay on the cooler side here. Temperatures also dipping for Islamabad, perhaps some rain by the time we get to the beginning of the weekend. But our real focus will be on that wet weather further east for the days ahead. Hello. Vietnam, and in particular northern Vietnam, has seen no shortage of heavy rainfall in the last couple of weeks. Another cluster of showers set to push in here through the next 24 hours. More downpours to come, but I think not with the intensity perhaps that we've seen of late, but that will obviously contribute to the flooding situation here. A lot of showers across northern Japan and close to the Korean Peninsula on Tuesday. That low pulling away. Behind it, cold northerly winds, below average temperatures for Beijing and Seoul, and that colder air will dig further south into eastern China through the days ahead. Plenty more showers to come across Indonesia and Malaysia in our outlook. There you see the showers dragging the cooler air through into Shanghai for Wednesday. For Seoul, a lot of sunshine once the showers clear, but the temperatures slow to pick up. This weather front pushes across from Western Australia into the Bight on Wednesday. Ahead of it, quite strong southerly winds, very warm in Alice. In contrast, it's cool for Perth. For the east coast of Australia, some intense showers lingering across the Queensland coast and for New South Wales. New Zealand, though, are looking fairly settled through the week ahead. High pressure building for Wednesday. A lot of fine weather to come in Auckland.